English is good, and that way caters to other countries who need extra manpower for this kind of service, you know. And as well, a lot of Filipinos are working outside the Philippines as English teachers, like in China, Taiwan, Thailand, Japan, you know. So it means that, yeah, our English is actually good. So that's it. Number two. Number two is Philippines has a lot of OFWs. OFWs are overseas Filipino workers who are working abroad in order to, in order to help their family, or for themselves. And actually it comprises 11% of the Filipinos population. So it means 11 million Filipinos as of last year. And they are helping the Philippines economy because a lot of them are sending their money through remittances to the Philippines, right? So that's really a lot of people, and they are contributing really big help into boosting the Philippines economy, right? And that goes for my number three. Number three is souvenirs. Souvenirs, whenever a Filipino or a Pinoy for me, is going overseas, or touring other countries, you know, on tourist visa, or staying there or working there for 1 year or 2 years by contract, they will always bring something coming from the countries they've been there. So we call it souvenirs, or in Filipino words we call it pasalubong. So for example, if you have friends who are working overseas, like, I don't know, Dubai, Qatar, Europe, London, or wherever, they will ask you, what pasalubong would you like me to bring to the Philippines, you know? And a lot of people will say their wishes, especially if it's a relative or it's family member. I know this. But for me, whenever I'm overseas or whenever I'm visiting other country, I will, like in Germany, I will always bring sausage, I will always bring gummy bears, I will always bring knives, and these little tokens, like from the places I've been there, that you can put it in the fridge, you know. So just very simple. It's nothing dramatic, but I know that it's sort of, I am able to remember them when I'm outside, because they cannot come with me. And as well, it's also true here in the Philippines as well. It's not even outside. For example, like there's a lot of tourist destinations here in the Philippines that they are selling t-shirts, you know, and all these small trinkets or bags, you know. So like my sister, she went to I don't know, Cebu, and then she's coming up with like some t-shirts like I love Cebu and all that stuff, and giving it to us because we were not able to go with her. So pasalubong, or bringing pasalubong or souvenirs, is a sort of Filipino thing. We love doing it. And actually, I remember when my husband was in Africa with her daughter, and I told her, like, I told him actually that what you know, I want to have something from Africa, and he didn't really understand what it means, you know, because for him it's such a foreign something, you know. He couldn't understand what really means. So then I explained to her that it's a sort of remembering me while you are traveling. So he came up with all these little dinosaurs in wood, and I don't know what else. There's a mug, which actually I damaged, you know. And what else? I think that's all. No t-shirt or anything, but that's okay, you know. So we love bringing souvenirs to our loved ones back to the Philippines, okay? So that's another thing. And number 4, Filipinos have always a cheerful dispositions, even we are experiencing difficult circumstances or tragedies, right? For example, the latest one was Taal volcano eruption, and I saw a lot of photos or pictures on Facebook, like they were actually in evacuation center in schools, and relief packages were being sent to them, and they need clothes and all that stuff, but they were dressing so nicely, like some people were wearing like teachers clothes, like basketball clothes, like gym clothes, and the funniest was like wedding clothes, wedding clothes. And I was like, yeah, even there's something not so nice going on, actually it's a tragedy, but we were still able to smile, and I think that somehow makes us different from the rest of the world, because yeah, we always look on the positive side of life, on the brighter side of things, and we are always hopeful that everything will be okay, tomorrow will be a better day, and I don't want to cry. And number 5 for Filipinos, rice is life. Eating rice is like 3 times a day, and sometimes four times a day, especially when it comes to growing people or teenagers. And we love having unlimited rice. That's why we like going to Mang Inasal, because they are offering unlimited rice and a very big chicken, So like for me, whenever I'm in Germany and I'm will like staying there for like 3 weeks, at least once a week or twice a week I have to have rice, because I miss it. It's I know it's not a must, but somehow I don't feel so good when I don't have rice for like a week, and it feels weak. I don't know, maybe it's a sort of a country thing, I don't know, or I just miss home. Okay, next, number 6. So when it's speaking to rice is unlimited, or we love rice, that comes as well with using our hands for eating. So we cannot stop ourselves. For example, that's why a lot of this fast food restaurant, they're offering that you can eat with your bare hands, especially eat all you can, or like Mang Inasal, it's allowed that you eat with your hands. And as well, a lot of Filipinos at home, they're eating with their hands. That is no problem as long as your hands are clean. It's not a problem. For me, I'm eating it as well sometimes with my hands, but whenever my husband is here, it's only when it comes to chicken, because chicken is a finger food when it's fried, and that's it. So, but I like eating with my hands. It's some sort of I can feel that the food is good, something like that. I don't know. I cannot really explain it. It's some sort of cultural thing, I guess. Okay, next, number 7. So number 7 is we have this habit of saying excuse me po, or in Tagalog it's like makikiraan po, when you are passing between two people who are talking, and you have to pass it in the middle. So before I used to do that really a lot, but my husband told me it's not good, and because I was really like like bending my body toward the ground, because I don't know, we are used to it, right? So it took a long time actually, and somehow I'm able to drop it. But whenever I see people doing that, then it reminded me of myself when I was doing it, and it made me smile. So next, number 8. Number 8 is this is for women actually. When somebody asks us for direction, or even inside the house, like where's the towel, or where's my phone, or we're looking for something, and they cannot seem to find it, and we always used to tell direction using our mouth, like over there, over here, something like that. I don't know, but it's quite common when it comes to women. So that makes us different, right? Do you agree? I think so. I always do that, I cannot stop myself. Next, number 9. Number 9 is about respecting elders and other people who are older than us, and actually we are doing it by holding the hands of older person and then putting it on our forehead, and we call it like mano po or bless. And a lot of kids nowadays are still doing it, but a little bit some of them are not doing it as well, and I hope that this tradition will continue, because I think it's a very good thing, and that makes us different, and it's a cultural thing, you know, it's a tradition, so that is something good, and we should really continue doing it, right? You know, sort of implement, and I like it. Okay, next, number 10. Philippines is more or less a Catholic country, because we have 80% population is Catholic or Christians, and because of that we have churches all over the Philippines. Here in Lipa City we have 4 big churches, and you will be amazed to find out that in every barangay we have a chapel. So Lipa City has 72 barangays. There you will find like 72 chapels, you know. So it means that everybody is going there whenever they have mass. And actually this month, May, it's some sort of we call it Flores de Mayo. It's a church thing. It's a tradition that every month from May 1 to May 31 we are celebrating it, and we are offering flowers to Mary, to honor her. And after this 1 hour celebration, each family in the community is like sort of preparing something for the kids to eat, something like that. And it's still existing. Unfortunately, due to the enhanced community lockdown or quarantine, we are not able to practice it, but I hope and after May 15 it will continue, because the kids really love it, you know. And I'm happy as well, because my son and my nieces and my nephews, they are able to memorize the rosary and the church songs, and at the end they are able to eat something, right? So it's really good. Okay, next, number 11. Number 11 is it's quite funny. We use tabo and timba for baiting. So I have here timba. Let me see. So guys, this is timba, or in English we call it pail. So this is what we are using for baiting, and tabo is like a bucket or deeper, and then we are doing like this, you know. We put water into the pail, and then when it's full, then we are baiting, and we are using the bucket or deeper to clean our body and to put water on our body. So it's normal in the Philippine household, especially for those people who has no shower, right? And I'm living here in a little bit remote area, and everybody, almost 99% of people are using it still. So it's still very normal, okay? Especially when there is low water supply, right? Low pressure of water. Next, number 11. So since we are using pail and bucket for showering, we are also using water and bucket and soap for doing our business, number 1 and number 2. You know exactly what I mean, right? It's when you're going to toilet, instead of using toilet paper, we are washing ourselves with water and a lot of women, they are using feminine wash and soap, and then we wash again our hands with water and soap and dry it with towel. And when we go for number 2, we wash ourselves with water, and then really with water, really a lot of water. I don't know, maybe like 4 buckets, poured, and then afterwards we use our hands we wash our hands with soap and water and dried it with a towel. And some household, they have this bidet or this intimate shower that you can just point it to the direction you want to have, and then later we again wash our hands with soap and water. So that's how we do it. We are not really using toilet paper. I think I saw a lot of toilet paper in the supermarket. Basically, some people are using it only to dry their hands, and of course they are using it as well, but it's only for peeing, I guess. But really, when it comes to doing our business, I call it number 2. We are using bucket, water, and soap. Okay, so not really toilet paper, because for us we are really clean because we wash it with water. Okay, I will not make a big deal out of it. Okay, next, number 13 is a lot of Filipino women have this brown skin like what I have, and I used to have darker skin, but I wish to have, because it's now summertime, it would really be nice to be a little bit darker. But since it's lockdown, I cannot go out. So my point is, a lot of Filipino women want to have whiter skin. That's why they're doing everything they can to have whiter skin. And when you go to the supermarket, you will find everything to have whiter skin. You know, from whitening lotion, whitening cream, whitening soap, whitening everything. I don't know. It's all about whitening. But they didn't know actually that in other side of the world, being brown is priceless. So I told them always, whenever I'm going to the grocery and they're buying that stuff and I'm passing, and they said, you know, your skin color is very beautiful, you don't have to change it. But since the influence of the social media and television, you know, everybody wanna be white. So I cannot stop them, you know. We are living in a democratic society and everybody can do something about it, right? Okay, next, number 14. Number 14 is about the Philippines is considered to be the nation with the best texters in the world. You know, we send a lot of text messages. We are not so much into calling. We are so much into Facebook, into social media, Instagram, Viber, Snapchat, and the latest actually is TikTok. And when you type hashtag TikTok Philippines, you will find a lot of Filipinos there, and it's trending, you know. So that's why they said, yeah, Philippines and social media is number 1. Okay. Okay, next, number 15. Number 15 is when you first come to the Philippines and you find this strange looking vehicle on the road. I think that is jeepney. Okay, so, and when you tried riding on a jeepney, that is some sort of experience. And actually my husband tried it, but because he is quite tall, it's not comfortable for him because his head is touching the roof, you know. And so he didn't actually like it, and he said it's too compressed, you know, because the jeepney driver has to make the jeepney full, you know, otherwise he lost money, right? So what I'm saying is that in order for the jeepney to stop, we had to say some words, and that is para po. You have to remember this, guys. If you're a foreigner and you will be coming to the Philippines and you want to try jeepney, you have to remember the word para po. That is how we are stopping the jeepney. Or for example, other people will say like, sa tabi po. Sa tabi po, manong. Or other people, if like me, if I see the driver is a little bit old, you know, an old man, and I'm thinking most probably he cannot hear me because I like really sitting on the back side, then what I do is I raise my hand and I make some, you know, like knocking on the roof of the jeepney, and then he will stop. But guys, be careful, because at one point he can brake suddenly, and you know, and then everybody will move forward there, and then you know, then suddenly you are compressed in the front, you know. So don't forget the word para po. Okay, next, number 16. Number 16 is, who doesn't know Manny Pacquiao? Everybody knows Manny Pacquiao here in the Philippines and all over the world, because he is a famous boxer, and now he is one of the 12 Philippine senators, and he will serve for 6 years. And yeah, his family is quite well known, because he is coming from the poor. His story is some sort of rags to riches. And the good thing about him is he is a person of big heart. He is generous, and he is ready to help other people who are in need, especially when there are like storm or typhoons or volcanic eruption. He is ready to help, you know. And what they found out is that in Manila, whenever Manny Pacquiao is fighting, all the men there, or it's not only in Manila, all the men all over the Philippines, they are glued to the television, and they're waiting for Manny Pacquiao to fight, you know, because they are so much into it. That is the pride of the Filipino, you know. And so they found out that whenever he's fighting, there will be less crimes in Metro Manila because of that. So for me, Manny Pacquiao is phenomenal, you know. In that way, he can change the Philippines in a day, something like that, you know. So salute to Manny Pacquiao. Next, number 17. Number 17 is a little bit related to number 16, because if you are thinking of entering into politics, first, you have to enter the television world here in the Philippines, because you need exposure, right? So first, you have to be on the television, or you are the son or daughter of a famous Filipino movie actors or movie actress, and then you have an opportunity to be well known all over the Philippines. And then yeah, maybe you get elected as one of the politicians, right? So like for example, Senator Grace po, she is the daughter of late Fernando Po Jr., and so directly she is now a senator, you know. She didn't start from the basic, like, you know, like congressman or something. No, it's something to do with the legacy of his father, you know, something like that. Everybody knows his father, so everybody knows the daughter. So that is the thing here in the Philippines. So a lot of movie actors and movie actresses, they were first seen in the television, and then later they are entering into politics. So we have like husband and wife, Ramon Revilla Jr. and Lani Mercado, Isko Moreno, the mayor of Manila. I'm sorry guys, I'm not really watching Philippine television, because it's my thing. And anyway, I'm not really watching television. We have signal postpaid, but I'm not really watching. I think it's only my son is watching it, cartoons basically, but not me. Okay, next, number 18. Number 18, oh my god, this is nice. Number 18 is a lot, really super, a lot of Filipino women are so in love with Korean novellas, Asian novellas, you know. And all these Korean novellas coming from Korea, they are so much in love with it. And even my sisters, they will watch it until like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, on this tiny screen on their phones and something like that. And I remember when I was in college, I was so in love with Meteor Garden, with Barbie Sue and Daoming Sue, that really I was like, oh my god, he is so freaking handsome, you know. But yeah, up to now, I really know a lot of women who are really watching it, and they are so much in love. But I think my time with them has passed, you know. And but from time to time, I am checking on them. The only problem is the subtitle, you know, because I like to look, but I don't want to look at the subtitle, right? So that's my problem. But really, a lot of women are so much into it. Next, number 19 is cockfighting. A lot of Filipinos are so much into cockfightings, and they're doing like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And a lot of breeders have come up with a business idea about it, that they are breeding cockfighters. And there's really a lot of money involved, you know. I don't know how much is the real prices, but I know a small chick will cost minimum 1,500 to 5,000 pesos or more, depending on the breed. And you know, a full grown will cost like, I don't know, 15, 20,000, 30,000 to 100,000. I don't know, maybe even more. I have no idea. But I saw a lot of I saw a lot of breeding stations, and they are very well secured because of all these cockfighters, right? So it really costs a lot of money. And number 20, here in the Philippines, we will call you a boss, even you are not boss of a company or you're not the owner of a company. We will call you boss to get your attention, because we want to ask something, you know. And we will also call you ate or kuya to show respect to you, even though we are not related. It's some sort of courtesy and respect, so don't be offended, okay? It's just a sort of respect thing. Next, number 21. This is, you will see in every birthdays, wedding, baptismal, in any celebration here in the Philippines, fiesta, or just ordinary days. And that is karaoke, or nowadays we call it videoke, you know. So everybody loves to sing. Every Filipinos loves to sing. Actually, I also love to sing. Although I don't have a good voice, good singing voice. I can only sing in the shower. And whenever I'm with my Filipino family, and like last Christmas we had videoke over there, and New Year, and everybody has their special number, you know. We already know our special number, so they will, like the kids, they know my favorite song for videoke, and they will just put it, and they know even I'm not in the mood for it, I will sing for it, you know. And that's yeah, some sort of a Filipino culture. It's actually nice. So I don't know, I think my favorite karaoke song is Till My Heart Aches End. I don't know whether you are familiar with it, but I know the lyrics by heart. So actually I don't need to memorize it. I just know it by heart. So it's just like Till My Heart Aches End. I don't know, but I know it the moment I hear the music, then I will know it. But now I don't really know. Okay, next, number 22. I'm not sure if it's a Filipino thing or it's only a Batangueño thing, but no, we love coffee, right? I think everybody in the world loves coffee a lot, or maybe 80%. I'm not so sure. But here, especially in Batangas, we love kapeng barako. We have this kapeng barako. It's available in Batangas, and we love dipping our pandesal or any bread, whether it's hard bread or soft bread, into the coffee and then eating it. So that's how we love it. And I'm not so sure. I'm not sure it's only a Batangueño thing or a Filipino thing, but basically we love our coffee, you know. And next, number 23 is it's last but not least, that is we love using acronyms. You know, like we love using acronyms for anything. Like we like to shorten the word. Like in government offices, we have for DFA, like Department of Foreign Affairs, and DOH, Department of Health. And our everyday life, we use acronyms as well. BFF, like Best Friend for Life. OTW, out on the way. And what else? I'm not so familiar with it, you know. I only know this acronyms for government offices. and they have something like IDK, I don't know, and a lot, and Filipino acronyms as well, but I'm not really familiar with that. I think I have to ask my son about that, you know. So that's a lot. Actually, I listed actually 23, and those are 14 plus different reasons why the Philippines is different from the rest of the world, you know. So I hope you will get something out of it. So please hit the comment section whether you agree or disagree, and if you come up with something which I have not mentioned here in this video. And I hope you do enjoy this video. So thank you so much guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye.